Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. ASMR. What is it, Joel?
Satisfying.
I learn something new every day. I had no idea what ASMR is, but you did. Where'd you learn that from?
Some live videos say that. Hashtag ASMR.
I guarantee this live video will get thousands of views.
I bet.
While your mother's pleas for justice get 2. That's America. They're all ASMRing it, being very satisfied.
America loves content.
America loves fast, uninvestigated, deep fakery content.
America loves ASMR.
Yeah, they love to feel good. Some things are worth standing up for. Sometimes you don't feel so good when you have to do the right thing. Alameda County. Joel and I are finding things to do today in prison. There's no bars. There's no bars. No, they're invisible. Harry Potter. This is America, right here. On carbohydrates and white sugar. And deep fakery and the internet and false narrative and an inability to think their way out of it. No analytical thinking. A deficit of education of any kind and no understanding of history. Right there. I'm trying to teach Joel history. But I just wanted to represent. I said, you can make a Facebook Live post on that. ASMR, because I didn't know. Hey, America, what's the Bill of Rights? How many Supreme Court justices sit currently? Is that a stagnant number? When's the busiest month for decisions? What's the recent decision that was really big that will affect you? People not born here. Do you know? What are the 3 branches of government? And how many are in Congress? What is the separation of Congress? What's the 4th informal arm of the government? Name a sitting Supreme Court justice. Name a member of the president's cabinet. Name what their responsibilities are in that position. Hello, America? Hey, make America great again. Did you get 100% on that? No, too busy kissing butt. I bet. How about you, Alameda County, the black and brown, once oppressed, now the worst oppressors working for the massa? How about you? Did you get them?
Who?
The questions.
What questions?
The civics questions. What was the greatest naval power when the United States began? How else might you describe the Declaration of Independence other than a document? What was it really? Name 3 signers on it. Where was it ratified? What is the difference between the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution? What is an amendment, perhaps, if you get that far, that was instituted then repealed? Who got the right to vote last, women or black men? Is Barack Obama a citizen? Is Hawaii a state? If so, when was it brought in to the Union? What is the Union? What is the contiguous 48? What is the capital of the United States? What is your state capital? What is the state capital of any other state in the Union? Should Puerto Rico, Guam, etc. be states? Why and why not? Officers, can you answer that before you enter my house and violate my 4th Amendment rights? Or do you want ASMR with your pistols?
Like this
Like
ASMR
that. They
video.
want to feel good. They want to laugh and scoff and not pass their mental health training or their mental health exams in Alameda County. Then they want to tell me to stay focused, Joel. Isn't that funny? After they kick mommy's butt in front of you, stay focused on what just happened when they already know what happened because they signed complaints years before. Isn't that funny? I think Sergio Huerta of the OPD.
I added a sticker.
Oh, cool. Is ASMR with his pistol and his appendage that is quite small between his legs. Jerk off. Are you going AFK with the ASMR? Huerta? How about you, Lipinski, Fremont PD? Did you love holding my son in your arms after you hurt us?
Somebody liked the video.
Oh, thank you. Let me name names.
There's no views. I don't see a watcher.
I'm Joel's mother, right? We don't see the watcher. Joel was taken by CPS Hamas on May 4, 2023 in a grand premeditated torture.
I don't think they like you talking.
Okay. And crime that they still won't investigate. They'd rather call it mental illness. However, Joel's daddy is El Chapo's partner.
It's not getting clicks at all. I don't see any watchers.
My son's father. I know. You gave us some likes, though. My son's
Yes,
father is El Chapo's partner. Well, he's not arrested, so I'm pretty much sure he's in witness protection and held out on information until he got his son. Something like that.
At the end of the live post, I'm gonna
The
show
watcher
you my
that gave us
Roblox.
thumbs up. My son was taken by the Drug Enforcement Agency of the United States of America, who tortured an innocent child, an American citizen, me,
Oh, God.
because we didn't traffic drugs. We had no idea of his business. I am a journalist, so I knew a little bit because he'd talk about El Paso, LA, Oakland, and of course Chicago. That's why I told the Hells Angels today to guard anything, watcher, with thumbs up. Because daddy may or may not be in the wind or state's evidence. What they'll do is diagnose me. And what I want is justice.
I created this account way after I did YouTube.
Right?
You should check my YouTube page link.
Give it to him. It's at JJ, or Taco JJ.
I'm gonna show you it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Bring
wait.
other sensory items in.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's my kid. Oh, hi. Yeah. They've diagnosed me as schizophrenic. They paid off Jose A. Lopez on Santa Clara Avenue in the city of Alameda to diagnose me at my age, which is middle age. I know. Thank you. As a schizophrenic, which really never happens. So Dr. Jose A. Lopez really doesn't need to be diagnosing anybody today.
This
Justice.
is my channel.
There it is. That's Rockridge BART Station. Taco JJ 2015 RBX. There. Here, turn it back around. Go ahead.
That is my name, and I'm gonna show you this content right here.
Just because I talk about what happened to us and it's still happening to us doesn't make me abusive. It makes me a freedom fighter, a whistleblower, an intellectual, an artist. And we are in prison in Alameda County, California, United States of America. Rank and file number, man. Julia Fine, Joe Fine, prisoners of war and terrorism in Hayward, California. Not paranoid. Honest. True. That's U.S. today. Oh, you playing that for Daddy? Play it up higher. That's for his daddy. He loves that song. I didn't make him love it. His daddy is known as El Azul. Who? The blue. I'm the blue, I'm the beat, I'm the guy. I have Boogie, a blue pit bull, and a beat too far. Her name is Smurfette in Spanish. Oh, El Azul is a fool.
So, this is the title right here. I love the song Yo Soy El Azulito Mi Llama JJ Fine. Here's a 5-year.
Sorry.
Here's a 5-year-old playing it on piano blue. Has that blue?
Play it. He loves it. He's like, I love this song. And we also have El Pez Azul.
And subscribe to me so I can get 500 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. And show him El Pez Azul 1. Because we'll post Mommy's songs on there, which call out the system and do a lot more. Because Mommy's an artist, poet, and intellectual. So we've got another channel called El Pez Azul, which is our fish. It's the blue fish in Spanish.
And I have more channels also.
And he's a beta veil-tailed male. And he helps us make videos with my songs. And just keeping another channel alive, because the United States government has a really nasty habit of
okay, I just
destroying
subscribed
evidence,
to myself.
taking down
This
accounts.
is El Pez Azul.
Okay, show it.
3 subscribers.
Yeah, confiscating hard drives and never giving them back. I've got evidence out the wazoo about the terrible behavior of Alameda County, which I presume is across the United States since it was the federal government. So they infiltrate through nonprofits, police forces, any government agency, whisper down the lane, gossip, false narrative, deep fakery, building a case without the person knowing that they just want to get them or use them for whatever purpose. That's what they did for me and my son. And we're still in prison being tortured today by the county of Alameda because they completely ignore every complaint, myriad complaints, saying that they didn't get them, or I submitted it the wrong way, and or I have to go back to my attackers at Fremont's police department and make a complaint. Dispatchers hang up on us. It's all on YouTube. It's not made up. I document everything and keep accounts open because of the United States government complete squashing, chilling of our speech and our freedoms, including the Second Amendment for diagnosing me as a 5150, the Third Amendment that's crazy, for allowing police and neighbors to commandeer my apartment in peacetime. It was a war for me. You're not allowed to do it then either without congressional approval, neither of which you had, but that was why the gaslighting was there, to convince me Joel's father wasn't El Azul, but Osama bin Laden. Because had I believed that, their warrantless wiretapping and looking at me for a decade would have been justified. Osama bin Laden was too tall. Joel's father is indeed 5'8", and unlike the FBI portrait of him and description, he is well over 300 pounds in that picture, and likely now is the same weight. But when I met him, he was thin, had just faked his death in Sinaloa. He was recovering from plastic surgery alone and was hiding in plain sight in Santa Ana, California, Orange County.
I've been live for 14 minutes.
Good. I can continue talking about the case because it has been 10 years of stalking, because Joel's 10.
And whatever, if you like it or not, you still gotta do it. You still gotta listen or skip it.
You should really follow me at Narak from Haystacks on YouTube. Can you bring up my YouTube?
Yes, I can.
I mean, yeah. The whole story is there in the playlist, the Cartel DEA and me, or the DEA Cartel and me, and also in the post section.
This is my mom's channel.
There are stories written within them, including the Cosmo DiNardo serial killing case, which is related to this
Is
case.
your profile picture Rockwood Station as well?
No, well, it is Rockridge. It is. Mine is also Rockridge. The can you keep it on the top photo? The header photo is not deep fakery. I want to point out that there is a man right here. That's why I've circled it. He's on a zip line at 40640 High Street in Fremont, California. He is real. And crouching here, you can't see it, is another man. It was very hard to get them because they're obviously wearing some kind of strange clothing that makes them disappear in the night. You can see because his legs are transparent. But it's a man. It's not deep fakery. And they're all on the carport roofs at that property. This is a picture from my apartment my living room. They would surround me every night and Joel, and I don't know why they're there. Okay, they're tweakers, but I'm assuming they're importing methamphetamine without cameras being able to see them on the bottom floor to the top floor. But I don't know what their rationale for zip lining every night, beginning at around 2, ending at around 6 at that property in 2023. And I don't know if they still go about doing it, but they and others had lots of tablets, were lined up against the wall here. This house was called the Bird House, and I do believe I saw some terrible, heinous crimes up in this window. It's up here. I believe it was a Fonseca girl get terribly hurt. I don't know which one it was. And just, they were also after me. So it's this house, and this is 40640 High Street's perspective from the 900 building. The living room of 913 in 2023. That's a man, and there's all kinds. I've got other pictures too. Now they look like little bumps in the night, but they're men and children crawling over the carport roofs. I've got the people upstairs in July with Halloween costumes and masks trying to terrorize. I've got a picture of one of them. I've got Justin stealing my bike from inside my property. Why didn't I lock it down? Why didn't I lock down anything? They destroyed at least 3 cars at this property. My sister went on to steal another one. Oh, I'm sorry, 2. An Elantra and the one I bought, and she got all of the money from an inheritance we were fighting for in February of 2023. So this is what Fremont, California looks like at night in Irvington, a block away from where Mrs. Garcia actually did stab Walls and her 2 children to death, 1 and 3-year-old, before taking herself out in Fremont here. So, they accused me of stabbing Walls and all this awful stuff. While it happened 1 month after they took my baby and
so that's
Mrs. Garcia and her 2 babies.
So that's how we
a block away. Yeah.
That's how we hate Fremont.
Yeah, we don't like Fremont. We don't really like Alameda County, but we are forced to live here in prison. And that's by design of the Drug Enforcement Agency. I prove it on this channel. Nobody's ever asked. Below, can you get where this says enough said here? Here is a picture of, oops, sorry. This is, if Joel can probably bring it up. But this is a picture that I've got all over my YouTube and Facebook. This is Joel's father as per a mugshot you can just find on the internet. It's a wanted poster. It's El Azul. And then this picture, El Azul, according to Wikipedia, died in July of 2014. And if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it with the red writing over it, but that's Joel's dad. It's El Azul. This is 2 months after his supposed alleged death in Sinaloa in July. This picture was taken in September when I met him in Orange County, California. And then I got pregnant by him. I just knew there was something there, a scoop, so I stuck around. I didn't report him to the FBI. I'm a writer and a reporter. I was just interested. I found a lot of deep history, beside him being the leader of the Sinaloan drug cartel, even above El Chapo, I believe. And I'll get on to do it 2 things, but he also is likely an escaped officer from the Rios Montt regime who was held liable for war crimes in Guatemala. 2 prisoners escaped without their pictures getting taken. I believe the future leader of the Sinaloan drug cartel was one of them. And What else about him? He faked his death with me again in late 2020. And Alameda County said about terrorizing me, I believe, for him because his fake death this time likely meant that he turned state's evidence. Tired of living as a homeless man, getting beat up at Fifth and Market in Oakland, he may have either gone back to Guatemala or is in witness protection in the United States right now. He wanted his son adopted, and I believe he had a big part in my terror at 40640 High Street, along with the cops. Okay, so that's why I think it's Drug Enforcement Agency. Because if it was Sinaloa, I'd be dead, you know. So his marriage to a woman named Gloria Monzon really, you know, united the Sinaloan drug cartel to be this notorious, really fine operating machine with the strategist El Mayo, the enforcer El Chapo, and of course the diplomat, you know, jokester, money guy El Azul. So, yeah, Joel's getting bored. You go do your sensory, but
I'm not getting bored.
this is his father. I believe
I'm just waiting for you to search for that picture.
So anyway, that marriage was really important. So me getting pregnant with Joel was terrible for the organization, I believe. It was unplanned. There was no romance. But of course, when you're married to a Gloria and that brings you together with this triumvirate of the cartel, it's a problem. It became a problem that I didn't really plan on. They worked with the state. Probably all of them turned to state's evidence along with his two twin boys. Wenceslas, I call him because his name's Wenceslas. I guess Borracho drunk daddy wanted you to grow up tough. Wenceslas and Diego Espinoza. Their aunt, Flor Espinoza, I believe, was the plan in Glendale to adopt Joel and call and disappear me. And they did try. Along with the drug enforcement agencies, Adrianette Ciccione, whom the government called back up in 2023 after they knew she was a friendly because she's Madonna's niece, and snitched out El Chapo in 2015. In 2016, Adrian Ciccione won an award as one of the best lawyers, young lawyers in America. And so my only question to Adrianette Ciccione is, what was the stellar litigation that led to that award? What was the accomplishment? Other than calling on El Chapo after you heard Sean Penn and Aunt Madonna talking about where he was in 2015. And that's deduced. It's not that I was there. I deduced it because Adrianette Ciccione, Madonna's niece, which I just found out about in April that she's the niece, took my baby in May of 2023 and would not ever file any paperwork or give him back to me. She held him in a Hamas kidnapping for 2 years until the time ran out. They wanted to keep him longer, but I fight. So I made it as hard as possible. I did get my baby back. He is my only son. I am 55. They had him for 2 years. He's asthmatic. They hid him. They denied him asthma medicine. It's just all the rough and tough stuff of the foster care families and this brutal CPS system that can be hijacked by any federal agency and do the worst harm. Because there's nothing worse than, the only thing worse than taking a baby and a child from its mother when there was nothing, no negligence or abuse, is murder. The only crime worse than that. And I don't even know, because it's such irreparable damage to a child and a parent that it is tantamount to murder. So I'd like them all charged with attempted murder, assault and battery, you know, besides the defamation, the libel, the slander, and the ongoing conspiracy to hide this without ever asking me and diagnosing me. So if you think I'm a schizophrenic today and telling you just a little bit of the story, you know, just dismiss. But if there's any validity to what I'm saying or credibility that you might have reasonable suspicion that this is going on in Alameda County, well, read me and subscribe to me and share it, because there's power in numbers. And this is the truth. This is the truth. I'm done. Yeah, you can go back to ASMR, because he teaches me something every day, especially kindness and love for my enemies, because I most certainly would like them dead. And they most certainly are everywhere. in Alameda County, we are to trust no one.
Finally, go back to ASMR. ASMR. Okay, that is gonna be the end of the live stream. Let me show you my Roblox username. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Oh, this is my user. This is my. And do you know how they do Roblox Plus subscriber?
Notifications 7. Roblox Plus subscriber.
Is that you?
Yeah. That is Comvox. So you can search me on your Roblox page. Like you can search this capital T A C O. It should be like this, and then 2 capital J's like that, and then ignore the 3. There's a typo. 2 0 1 5 like that, and then search it Taco Day 2015 and people, and then it will show up in 3 different things because I have AOTs. This is my AOT. This is my second AOT. Oh my god, I don't want to. Okay, so the one you maybe want to be at is this, but you can friend request all of them if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will accept them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Joel, do you have a
click on
friend in
this.
Baltimore on Discord?
What is
Or from the East Coast?
from Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore. Thanks, Alameda County. That's how my friend interacts. He's got a Discord friend from Baltimore. You can be very proud of yourself. Sarah McElhenney, East Bay Children's Law Firm. Adrianette Ciccione, Madonna's niece, lead lawyer for CPS in Alameda County and DEA consultant, along with doctors Laura Frame and Jennifer Murphy Sims, who are also obviously DEA consultants, and then their cronies that won't give them up, like Dr. Patricia Chase. What is the treatment plan, Dr. Patricia Chase, that Joel and I are not following? Why did you dismiss us from your practice after University of California, San Francisco cops beat me on April 29th, 2026 outside the Children's Hospital of Oakland property, alleging I vandalized and was trespassing? Police that were involved in this case years ago showed up in Oakland. Can you please answer me that? Anybody? Why did the cops call me a month after the injuries that I documented clearly on YouTube and Facebook to then further entrap me, as I heard here in Hayward, go to the abode offices and where I used to live to allege I assaulted them? I guess they didn't see the posted speed limit that said, you are going too fast, coppers. Or once you unleash an army, DEA, it's real hard to pull back the narrative after you didn't get her unalived, isn't it? So what's the treatment plan, Dr. Patricia Chase of Claremont Clinic, that we're not following? Why did you dismiss us? Could you please elaborate on that? Just last month, from your practice when you were always Joel's pediatrician? Is it because you are a crony of doctors Laura Frame and Jennifer Murphy Sims, who are indeed consultants with the DEA, and you just want to wipe your hands of your responsibilities as an MD and not be criminally responsible for not reporting the crime as I asked you to do? Indeed, Patricia Chase, Dr. Patricia Chase, is a criminal by
I only
protecting
have one
her
game on
cronies
this group.
who terrorize us to this day in their silence and also hunted and stalked me for years. That would be Dr. Laura Frame, who completely entrapped and set me up. She lives in Alameda, right next to that Dr. Jose A. Lopez, who diagnosed me with schizophrenia. That's the little city of
that
Alameda
game is
with their
playable.
cops, Abinoha and
game is
Yakis,
playable.
who let William Todd Wright of Alameda, 2500 Barbers Point Lane, leave and go to Lincoln, Nebraska, and do crimes like he did in Oakland and Alameda, right there. So he's doing life for essentially some, you'd have to look up William Todd Wright, Lincoln, Nebraska. See what he did to a couple tweakers in a Motel 6. He did that here. And according to the little kitschy town of Alameda, that's okay. So there's at least 2 or 3 families missing the parts that were dismembered, probably dumped in the bay of their family members. Oh, well, it's just drug addicts, you know, right? Peter Yakis and Eric Abinoha, officers of the little city of Alameda. I can go on all day about the crimes, from the grassroots organizations that you love, to the medical offices, to the psychologists. I got names, dates, times, despite their confiscation of my hard drives, my computers, and my phones over the years. I have a memory and clouds, and they destroyed all of my creative work in a terrible swatting, I used to call it, but it's it was a premeditated attempt to kidnap and take my life through 1,000 cuts and gaslighting. They all attempted murder, and they are all criminals today. Every single person Julia Fine has emailed with the actual California Penal Code telling them they must report any of this, and should have years ago if they have reasonable suspicion. If these people don't have reasonable suspicion, I want to recommend that they lose their jobs, because they aren't suited for it. They should have reasonable suspicion. And if they didn't report that, then they need to be arrested. So they're either inept or corrupt, and either way are responsible for vast crimes to this day against my son and I. We better be live, Joel.
We are.
Okay. You can stop it at any time, because mommy can do this all day. It's a decade of torture by the government of the United States of America in the state of California, in that big, powerful Alameda County, where we the boss, Kira Canty, right, CPS? We the boss. How you like Joel living with a black family? You know, it's not the black, it's the other. That bothers me. Now I'm going to smother you with your momentum of BS, Alameda County, on every channel with the truth, and may justice prevail.
Why did this train car derail? This train car
You can
derail.
end that Facebook. You should. Say goodbye. I think we're done.
Okay, goodbye. Gonna make a sticker.